If you're planning to move to Brazil or even just spending an extended period of time there, you've likely heard about the CPF, the CPF, or the Cadastro de Pessoas Físicas. But what is it exactly and why is it so important? In this video, I'm breaking down everything you need to know about the CPF, what it is, how to get one, and why it's essential for expats in Brazil. Let's dive in. So first things first, what is a CPF or a CPF? A CPF is a taxpayer number. It's a tax ID number issued by the Brazilian government to residents and non-residents. It's managed by Brazil's federal tax authority, the Receita Federal. Think of it as Brazil's equivalent to a social security number in the US or a national insurance number in the UK. Well, it's technically a tax ID. The CPF is used for so much more than just taxes. It's essentially a key to accessing a wide range of services and opportunities in Brazil. So, why do expats need a CPF? Maybe they don't 100% need one, but people who spend a lot of time in Brazil, they kind of realize that they are limited in a lot of things without having a CPF. So let's run through some of the things that a CPF unlocks, and you can kind of decide if these are things that are important to you. So number one, opening a bank account. If you want to open a bank account in Brazil, a CPF is non-negotiable. Even for basic online banks or fintech apps, you'll need this number. Number two, signing rental agreements. If you plan on renting an apartment or a house in Brazil, your landlord or rental agency will probably require you to have a CPF. Number three is utility contracts. If you want to set up electricity, water, or internet services, you'll probably need a CPF. Number four, shopping and e-commerce. So many Brazilian e-commerce platforms require a CPF for purchases, even for something as simple as buying a phone online. You'll also need to register it for loyalty programs at the stores as well. Number five is healthcare and public services. While private healthcare doesn't always require a CPF, enrolling in public health services or certain private insurance plans often does. Number six, buying property or cars. A CPF is basically mandatory for any major purchase, whether it's real estate or a vehicle. It's also essential for paying property taxes. So if you're going to buy property in your name in Brazil, you're probably going to need a CPF. Number seven is paying taxes or receiving income. If you're earning money in Brazil or paying taxes on property or other investments, the CPF is critical for compliance. And number eight is buying tickets. Everything from museum tickets to flight tickets. A lot of times, a lot of these online websites in Brazil only work if you have a CPF. So you will find that you will get better deals on flights sometimes if you have a CPF as well. So there's a list of, uses for a CPF. Now you've decided maybe you want to get one. So how do you get a CPF as an expat? It's relatively straightforward, but requires a few steps. One is you visit a Receita Federal office or partner location. So in Brazil, you can apply in person at a Receita Federal office and sometimes at the post office or an authorized bank branch. You're going to bring necessary documents like your passport, proof of residence, and possibly your birth certificate. The requirements can vary slightly depending on your situation and also where in Brazil you apply and also the time of day and also who you get. So you never really know. Number three, you're also going to, for non-residents applying abroad, many Brazilian consulates worldwide can issue CPFs. So check with the consulate nearest to you if you're abroad. And by the way, we also have a service for helping people get the CPF. So there's a link in the description. So if you want to do this from abroad or you don't want to have to deal with going to an office yourself, we can do it for you 100% remote. Okay? And then once you're approved, you're going to receive your CPF number, which can be printed or saved digitally. Okay, so there's such thing as the digital CPF. And once you have your CPF, you can use it for online transactions and official processes. Many Brazilian apps, including government services, require CPF integration for identity verification. This makes it not just a tax ID, but also a digital ID of sorts. Some final thoughts here. The CPF might seem like just a piece of paper or just a number, but in Brazil, it's so much more. It's the key to integrating into Brazilian society, from setting up your new home to managing your finances and accessing essential services. If you're an expat in Brazil or planning on becoming one, applying for a CPF should be one of your first priorities. Trust me, it'll save you a lot of headaches down the road. And again, there's a link in the description where you can order your CPF with us. It doesn't cost that much money. And I'm telling you, doing it with us 100% remotely. We have a whole team based in Brazil that works on this. We've processed many CPFs successfully, and it's going to be a lot less headache doing it with us than trying to do it by yourself. If you have any questions about the CPF or expat life in Brazil generally, drop them in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content about navigating life abroad. Catch you in the next video.